Bickersons have retired. As usual, Mrs. Bickerson tosses restlessly while her husband, John, insomniac extraordinary, provides this audible testimony of his constant wakefulness. Listen.
Oh, for the love of heaven, what is he doing? John! John! What is the matter with you? You're making the most frightful noises. What's the matter?
What's the matter, Blanche?
Are you in pain?
I've got a terrible headache. I haven't slept a wink.
Well, you've been sleeping like a felled ox.
Shh. Head aches.
You wouldn't have such a headache if you didn't take so many cocktails before dinner. Why do you always do that, John?
Always do it.
Why?
No good to eat on an empty stomach. Put out the lights, Blanche.
The lights are out. How would you know anyway with that sleep shade on?
Something's flashing in my head. Oh.
Well, take an aspirin.
Okay. I feel better already.
How can you chew those things like that? Wash it down with something.
All right.
John Bickerson, you washed it down with bourbon.
You lied to me. You got the lights on.
Yes, and I'm going to keep them on. Sit up. I want to talk to you.
Please, Blanche, I can't sit up. My head'll fall off. Why do you always have to talk to me in the middle of the night?
Well, when else can I talk to you? You come home from dinner and bury your head in the paper. Never a word out of you, and then you tell me you have to go to bed early because you have insomnia.
Well, I have. It takes me hours to fall asleep.
It took you all of 30 seconds tonight.
This was a good night. Good night.
John! John!
Hmm?
I went over to the Marvins' new baby this afternoon. It's a beautiful child. Did you know their first one is over a year old?
I hope so.
He's been walking since he was 8 months.
He must be awfully tired. I am too.
Children are such a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful to watch them grow up. You'd be surprised how many childless couples are adopting children.
I'd better have another aspirin. Boy, have I got a headache.
John, don't you miss the patter of tiny feet around the house?
No, I don't, Blanche. Children are wonderful, all right? You have to be able to afford them. All this talk of adopting. What in the devil is that?
What's what?
That? Put the lights on.
John.
Blanche, don't tell me that you went out and...
It's only a dog, silly. I got a little puppy.
A dog? What do we need dogs for?
What?
Where is the aspirin? What did you get a dog for?
Now don't get hysterical.
Where is the little beast? I can hear him. I cannot see it.
He's right there in the bureau. I got him in your shirt drawer.
You put him in there with my shirts?
He won't suffocate. The drawer's open.
Blanche, you know I'm allergic to dog hair. It gives me sinus trouble. Where's the aspirin?
You're just a big hypochondriac. You imagine those allergies like you do your insomnia.
I tell you I'm allergic to dogs. They make me... Ugh! See? Get rid of that thing. He'll whine all night and keep me awake.
The man said he'll keep quiet if you give him one of those warm pills.
Well, where are they?
On the night table by your bed.
Now, how do you give a dog a... Where?
There, on the night table by your bed.
There's nothing here except these aspirins.
The aspirins are in the medicine cabinet.
How can they be in the... Blanche, what have I been eating? No wonder this headache won't go away. Why do you do these things to me? Send for a doctor.
Oh, don't carry on so. If they're good for a dog, they won't hurt you. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep, she tells me. Here I am dying of dog poisoning. My head is splitting. She knows I'm allergic to dogs, hides the aspirin, and makes... Oh, shut up! I don't know. Get up so early. Never get another wink of sleep as long as...
John! Gesundheit.
Thanks.
Well, I can see how much sleep I'm gonna get tonight. We'll have to get rid of the puppy.
Now you are talking.
I want you to take him down to the dog pound.
Okay, I will do it on my way to work.
Well, you go in the opposite direction.
I will go out of my way.
You say it, but you won't do it. You better take him now.
What?
Go on, get up, take the puppy to the dog pound.
Blanche, are you out of your mind? It's after 2 in the morning.
They're open all night. Go on, get up and take him.
I've never heard of such a thing. You know, I went to bed with a splitting headache and had to take a dozen worm pills to fall asleep. Shut up!
Well, if you wouldn't shout so much, maybe the puppy would be able to sleep.
What's the use? Good night.
I thought it would be nice to have a little dog, especially when we move into our new apartment.
We still got a year to go on this one.
Our lease expired on Friday.
I renewed it yesterday.
I canceled it this morning. Essie is raffling off the apartment for me.
Well, that's a good... Essie is what?
Essie sold 500 tickets at $2 a piece, and the winner moves into our apartment tomorrow.
Blanche, no, I don't believe it. We'll be on the street.
Well, Essie said you'll find us a new place in a jiffy.
Jiffy? Haven't you heard there's a housing shortage? Where would she find a place?
Well, I bought a ticket myself. It's a wonderful chance. Lovely 3-room apartment. Large kitchen, big closets. It's worth $2 and we might get it.
Get it? We've got it now!
Well, I know, but even if we don't win, we get the $1,000 Essie collected for the rest of the tickets.
Look, Blanche, I gave the landlord a $1,200 bonus to renew the lease, so now I'm out $200 and I've got no place to live.
Well, sounds like pretty poor business to me. Why do you make such deals?
Now look,
The
Blanche.
trouble with you, John, is that you're too conservative.
Look, Blanche.
If you pick some of the deals that Essie has, we might be able to live as nicely as she does.
Blanche.
She has been living at the Bitmore Hotel for a year.
She sleeps on the billiard table. Look out. Where are my slippers?
What are you gonna do?
Let me get to that bone and I'll show. Oh! Oh! Put on the lights!
The lights are on. Open your eyes.
I'll get it. I will get it. Essie.
Hi, Jacko. What you doing up this time of night?
Packing, Essie. We're moving. Or haven't you heard?
Why aren't you going to invite me in? I'd like to look the place over.
You mean...
Yeah, I won the raffle. Darndest luck I ever saw.
Who drew the ticket, Essie?
Fair and square. I wouldn't take a chance having some phony draw it, so I drew it myself.
Well, what a coincidence. Get out of here!
What's the matter with you, Jacko? You've got $1,000 coming, and if you're worried about a place to live, I'll rent you out the garage. You haven't got a car anymore, you know.
Get out of here before I hit you with a cleaver.
Okay, Jacko, you don't have to get so sore.
You better give the money back to the people you sold tickets to, or you'll have a lot of explaining to do.
Not me, brother. You'll have to do the explaining. I'm gonna tell him you won. Good night, Jacko.
That lady will wind up on a chain gang as sure as...
Was it Essie? Who won?
I did. Now at last, I can go to sleep in my own bed without worrying.
Well, no, you can't, dear. The dog's in there.
The... nuts. I'll sleep in the garage.
All of this. Like, do we want... Should we sit?
Oh, I was like, have you
There's
memorized it?
not
Oh my
a
god.
No, yeah.
I have not.
Yeah, that was required.
I know this is gonna sound stupid, but which one am I again? I'm Costello.
I have Abbott highlighted.
I'm
so-
Costello. I don't highlight anything. This
You
one
just
I
like to
alternate.
fly, just like to live wild and free.
I have been studying this character.
I've been studying both of these characters. Okay.
Good, because then if I get the wrong one, you can just pinch it.